we have been through a huge range of new regulation, and we need to be very careful that we don't become risk adverse, because our job is to take and manage risk. Banks are much safer now than they were 10 years ago when the financial crisis occurred. The capital ratio have doubled in 10 years, which is a huge amount and a huge progress. And the most important action that the banks and Deutsche Bank have taken in the recent years is to make sure we are actors in fighting against financial crime. We need to do a lot of checks to make sure that we know our client, that we know the transaction. I think that coordination and harmonization between the regulators is even more important, that we face geopolitical uncertainties and growing nationalism in some places. And if you take other risks that we are facing today, like cyber risk, for example, cyber risk doesn't stop at the frontier of countries. And that's why I think that, in fact, all those national barriers are really, first of all, really not helpful in terms of what we need to do, but also don't match the reality we are facing. With this growing importance of those fintechs or new players like Google, Apple. We want to take all that as an opportunity because we need to operate in the current environment. What is important from a regulatory point of view is that you make sure that the same risks are covered by the same rules. To look at the risk, to look at the function, not looking at the entity itself, because that is changing so much. What banks are for the economy is just like the fuel that you need to drive a car, for example. And I guess we are that. We make things happen. We reach a point now, 10 years after the financial crisis, where it is time to just step back and look at what has been done and look at its impact on banks, on the economy as a whole, on clients individually, but also globally. Are we going to be able to provide enough financing to sustain growth in the near future? It's very important that banks are safer, but everybody needs to understand that the safety has a price and who is going to pay it.